Hello, 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 everybody. How are you doing? I know what. Let me welcome in, welcome in. Let me just fix something real quick. I'm right here. I wanted to shut the studio door because the dogs are going to bark when my sister comes back home. Hi, Sissy. How are you? I'm enjoying your hospitality in your home. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Welcome to GQUAT, Garden Quilt and Art Show, coming in live from sunny Arizona. My sister's not home right now. I'm home alone and getting the times mixed up. Boy, hunty child, don't get old. Don't get old. So she's here, so I guess the stream will go back out again. And I will wait for YouTube to invite everybody in. So let me Garden Quilt and Art Show and see if I can figure this out. Okay. Angels is in our bedroom. Yes, she's in the bedroom. The dog outside started barking and going crazy. So then she started screaming. Hershey started screaming. I went downstairs though. They're okay. Mike, we got it together. Mike. Thank you. Thanks, Sissy. And how is everybody doing? I have so much to tell you. First, I'd like to welcome the people in the bushes. I would like to thank the moderators, the subscribers, and everyone who has been supporting the channel. 755 is saying hello, aunties. Oh, she's saying hello to you, Sissy. Juanita Campbell, Mike is saying hello, aunties. So guess what, you guys? Tomorrow is Auntie Joanne's birthday, and Saturday is her anniversary. And she and Uncle Roscoe have been married 50 years. So he has been my brother for 50 years, 50 years. No, longer than that, because they dated a while before that. So thank you, Sissy, for all of your love and support. But I'll tell you all what had happened was, oh, I got the time mixed up. I didn't sleep last night. I had the craziest trip out here. But first, let me back up because I went to see my mother on. I went to see my mother. My hair is sticking up. It's fuzzy. I went to see my mother on Sunday, and the first thing she told me, your prayers have worked, and she's no longer in the hospital. She's in a PT rehab for short term. Mike said, "Happy birth anniversary, sissy." My Renaissance grandma, hello. Hola, Yankee Sister Homestead. Thank you for coming and welcome. She's outside planting, and I'm in her pocket. I hope I'm in the pocket with all the money. You know that she's retired from a very good job. I want to get in that pocket and see what is going on. So, I don't know if there was any rain in Connecticut. My garden is on its own until I get back. But I am a guerrilla gardener and I will be gardening here. Um, Mike saying, hello, mother. Mom, we'll get to see this at some point. And they're saying, hello, mother. She just loves that. She feels like a rock star. So I'll recap what I said earlier in the live. I booked an Uber, like when I booked my plane ticket months ago. And the day before, the day I was supposed to leave, and I'm already tired from going down to the facility where mom is. You know, it's an hour away to try to sit up, do things, coming back, getting packed. And they said that my Uber was going to be canceled because my credit card didn't work. I'm like, well, that's stupid. I know my credit cards are good. If I don't know anything, trust me, I know my cards were good. Mike said it's storming right now, and everybody's speaking to each other. And So I went into, you can't find a human. I went in and I double checked all the numbers for the card. The numbers were correct, but the check digit number, I don't know whether I had forgotten to fill it in because it just said 123. That wasn't the number. Maria Graham, thank you for coming and welcome. So I put the correct number in and I got a text message saying your Uber is paid for to the airport. It's about an hour ride from where I live to the airport at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Who wants to be outside with a cart with their suitcase in it, with Hershey's carry on, and my big backpack with my computer in it and other stuff? So, anyway, the guy was in the wrong place. Then he says, "Oh, it's raining off and on. Cool. Then I don't have to call my helper and ask her to water my garden. So it'll live at least a couple more days." The My sister said the Amazon truck has been rolling nonstop since my arrival. So I have a little photo where my sister and I went to the store yesterday and made a grocery haul. Now her house is full of food, but my cooking style and the things I use are different than hers. So we had to clean out her pantry, take everything off the shelves, and put it back so I could make room in the pantry, the refrigerator, and the freezers so that I could get my stuff in. And well, I have a little story to tell you. She'll probably butt in and say it. So I'm riding the handicap cart around this huge super Walmart, right? And they have all kinds of fresh stuff. I didn't feel like going to Costco and getting like huge amounts of things. There's no place to put huge amounts of things. My brother came out because I had forgotten my glaucoma refrigerator medicine, and he uses the same kind that I do. So he drove from Phoenix out to where we are and brought it. So I'm driving this cart around, and I said I would start off where the fresh food was because we didn't really need anything, just my little, seasonings and stuff. So I went to get something in the pharmacy because that's the door I came in for Hershey, because sometimes Hershey gets an upset stomach and I have to give him Pepto Bismol, people stuff. And so I said, well, let me get this in case he has a little upset tummy, and it has a little children's syringe to give it to. So apparently she came in. She has long legs. She walks. So she came in, she didn't see me. She tried to FaceTime me. I'm driving the cart. I'm taking stuff out in the produce. You have to open the little plastic bags, put the stuff in, uh, you know, get another one, open it up, put the stuff in. And every time she called, I kept missing it. So anyway, we caught up with each other. But by then, the writing cart is really full. It's not as big as the ones that you push, right? So I wanted some Cafe Bustelo in the jar, the dehydrated coffee. And I got 2 jars. No, Joanne got one, and I put it in the cart. I said, "Is that the only one? Because I know some things that are being imported. This is a Colombian coffee that you won't be able to get." So she said, "Well, there's one open and there's one in the cabinet." I said, "No, I want 2 more." So she reached up on the top shelf. She got one. I put it in the top of the cart, and I tried to pull a Yui, but it was more like a donut. Guess what happened? The coffee fell on the ground. Bam! Broke to a million pieces on my blind side, mind you. And I didn't see, there's a little boy standing there. He must have been 8 years old. I didn't see him. There was nobody in the aisle when I came up. And a bad word came out of my mouth. A bad word. Ah, a bomb, a bad bomb word came out of my mouth. So then the shit, my Joanne said I was speeding on the cart and about that girl. Oh my goodness. So the little boy was there, and I'm like, I am so sorry. You guys know I don't. Well, I try not to use bad words, period. I never would use one in a live. I never would use one in front of any child, no child, or anybody, So after the bad word came out, the little boy, he looked at me. I said, I am so sorry, sweetie. He said, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I don't usually have a potty mouth. I'm the one, I'm the one that's always arguing with people about using bad words, right? Especially family. So, or if they're talking to me and one slips, I'm like, don't, okay, bye if you're going to talk to me. But anyway, I slipped bad. So then this little, I wish my sister were here to tell you. So then this little boy's big brother and sister came around the corner and he's standing there. It's almost by his feet. And they're like, did you do that? Did you do that? And they're pointing at, he's like, no, I didn't. And then the big brother came. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And they're looking at him like, yes, you did. So Auntie Joanne said, he didn't do it. So the kids said, who did it? So Joanne said, that lady over there talking about me. All they saw was my back because I was trying to get out here. Busted Pustella. I was hauling, getting out of there. I was hauling. So then they said, um, clean up aisle 22. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Almost got that little boy beat down by his big brother and little sister on aisle 23. Oh yeah, clean up on aisle 23. That was hilarious. Then we get to the counter and there's so much stuff. It wouldn't fit back in the cart. Auntie Joanne was bagging. And then I reach, now this is the scary part. I reach in my purse and where I always keep my driver's license and my checking card, it wasn't there. It was not there. And I'm like, OMG. I had my Big Girl credit cards with me because that's what I pay with the Uber with. So Auntie Joanne said, true story. True story. So then I walked around. I mean, I rode around like the sweet little, oh, it wasn't. Oh, I was so nice. We went to the checkout and there was a young lady there and she was saying, hi. I said, oh, you have a nice smile. You are so sweet. Thank you. And she was being nice and kind and everything. Still couldn't find my checking card or my driver's license. OMG. I am in Arizona with no ID. And how am I going to get back on the plane? How am I going to get back to Connecticut? OMG. So I was up all night stressing. I looked in every piece of paper that I had. I remembered that I put my driver's license and my checking card. My ticket was paid for. I already charged that on my big girl card. And when I get to the airport, I'm in I'm in the wheelchair. Somebody's pushing me, and they say, "Miss, do you have metal in your body?" Do I have metal? Is pig meat pork? I got metal in my head, my mouth, all these gold fillings. My right hip is titanium. My right knee is titanium. My left knee is titanium. So the lady says, "Well, I'm gonna have to pat you down." I'm like, do what you got to do." I made sure I got there early. So she starts in my hair. She's massaging my locks. I'm like, "Oh, that feels good. How much you charge?" She was like rolling her eyes at me. Oh, and by the way, the people they pat down, they still have on the same gloves. Those gloves are to protect them, not you. So she's touching me all over with her nasty gloves on, and I'm reckless eyeballing her. And then well, I got to go down between your breasts. I have to. Bionic auntie, yes. And she's checking my arms. And then she checked them. She said, you have to lift up. I lift up. She goes, I said, well, at least I don't wear a diaper. So she said, well, I have to pat that down too. And I'm like, ew, ew. That's what I said, like, ew. And she's all up between my legs. And I'm like, if anything starts buzzing, I'm out of here. I don't know what is going on. So then she rolled my legs. Auntie Joanne said she saved me once I calmed down and remembered where my cards were tucked in. What happened? I was up all night looking for my cards. I tried to dial on to because I'm always trying to be preemptive strike. I tried to log on Connecticut Department of Motor Vehicles to get a duplicate license. I have someone in my building who has a key to my apartment, and I was going to have them go in, get my passport, and give it to my helper to mail it to me. So 755. That was bad. That was bad. I'm sorry, God. I really, really am. I didn't mean to do that. I would never do that on purpose. Oh, that's like one time at church in Connecticut. There was a lady getting out of the car, and her foot slipped on the curb, and she said the S word. And then she said, "Oh," she was all dressed up with her fancy hat. She said, "I don't know where that came from." The deacon said, "Oh, you know where it came from, and that's not the first time you said that either." Was my paper with my passport? You mean my driver's license? Oh, no. Maria, after I came downstairs this morning and I told my sister what happened and I couldn't find it, then I remembered when she picked me up, I was in the airport taking pictures of quilts that were on display. And I had my driver's license and my checking card in my bra. Why? Because I had to pay cash for $150 each way for Hershey to ride in the cabin with me. Hi Mona, thank you for coming, sifting some soil. And so I have to pay $300 just to carry my service dog on the plane with me. And and then plus a lady all touching me all over the place and everything. And I couldn't find it. Then I remembered that when Auntie, and I'm so OCD-ish, it's a good thing. I'm like, I would never put my cards in a weird place. It has to be someplace. So I remember I was on the back seat. Auntie Joanne was driving. Uncle Roscoe was riding shotgun. And Auntie Joanne said, "Oh, he's panting back there." And the sun was coming in the right hand back window. So I turned him around and I took the cards out of my bra and I reached around underneath in the back of his personal crate and put them there. And I finally remembered, I'm like, I think I might have put them in there. Auntie Joanne found them. But at least I couldn't get on the Department of Motor Vehicle place and get a duplicate driver's license. They said that I had to update my browser, that the browser I had wouldn't work with their computers. But that's because I had to, my browser on my computer is better than whatever's in my phone. But anyway, I made it. Nancy, hi. Thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. So, whew, you guys, have any of you ever had an experience that you were going on a trip and you needed like a taxi or Uber or something and they didn't show up to pick you up? Put a 1 in the chat if that's ever happened to you. That was so upsetting. That was so upsetting. Or have you ever gone out of the country or traveled anywhere and lost your ID? That happened to my mother one time. Her wallet either got stolen or it got lost when she came to California. Her and my dad, we had to go to Social Security, get new ID for that, get new driver's license, but they were staying for a long time. So that helped out. But it was a mess. Maria said, I put them in the place. I have to put everything in the same place or I can't find it. Maria Graham, you said that has happened to you. What happened to you, Maria? Oh, by the way, those of you who are content creators, don't forget to put an exclamation mark GQUAT in the chat so that people who don't know you can find your channel. When my mother actually one time lost her purse. It was an expensive designer bag, and it was left in a cart. Well, somebody found the bag. They kept the bag. They took all the money out of her wallet. They returned her cards, driver's license, everything, but she had a bag with all of her good jewelry in it. and well, all that she was wearing on this trip. And my dad's good gold bracelet, you know, one of those thick bracelets, and watch and everything. He never found out that they disappeared. They sent everything back, dropped it, I guess, in the nearest mailbox. But she never got the cash or her jewelry back, of course. And it was custom jewelry. They've ended up finding it in New York. I tried to look in pawn shops or something in the area where they said it was mailed from, but we never got it again. Just had to get most stuff, most stuff, most stuff. So Maria, what happened with you? With your, did they let you back in the country? I took my I took my grandson to Mexico one time driving. I used to drive down from LA to get medication because it was like one fourth of the price. So we went into Mexico, we drove around, and coming back through customs, they said, "Do you have anything to declare?" No, whatever they said. And then they see Bakari in his car seat. And who's this little boy? I said, "That's my grandson." My grandson's light skin and curly straight hair. And so they started, he was like about one or two then, one and a half. He could talk. So they started talking to him in Spanish to see if he understood Spanish. And I said, "No, he doesn't speak Spanish. He speaks Thai." I said, "If you offer him something in Thai, something to eat or drink, some num nums or something, or you say yai means grandmother in Thai, he will answer you. He's not here." My son would have killed me come home without his son. Yeah, so you guys, the times are changing. If you go out of the country, please make sure you have your ID and keep it safe. Well, I have a couple of things I want to show you. Sissy, can I show them some of your glasswork back there? So I'm in Roscoe's office, and there's a big 6-foot window in front of where I'm sitting. There's about a 5-foot window over there. So I don't even have any lights on. It's nice light. But let me turn around a little bit. And I'm not sewing because my sister said, "Did you clean my machine?" I'm like, "No, I didn't clean it. I won't use her machine. I'm going to clean it and oil it first." Maria Graham said in Las Vegas, they called a cab. They came, but someone took it. Then a man had a limo service, told his son to drive us to the wedding of Mike's niece. That was nice. So Auntie Joanne said I could show you. So let me get up. Oops. Let me cover the back thing. So this is a handmade vase up here. It's red. It's very beautiful. It's got all colors and different things inside. This is a glass vase. This is a piece. I don't know what you call it. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick. This is another glass vase. It's like 3D. Another tall vase over here. And this is a handmade doll. It has African clothes on. It has hand beads. It has a gourd for a drum. That's very beautiful. And since this is Uncle Roscoe's office, he likes cars. He used to collect cars. So there's a replica of a 57 Chevy here. He actually has a couple somewhere in the world. I won't say where. And a truck. He has his father's Chevy camper in a garage. And here's another like little truck, and then some of Auntie Joanne's things. And I came in here because I didn't see this before. And this is an accessory case for a Singer sewing machine. This is for her Athena 2000 that she got when it was new. And it has all these parts in here. It even has a walking foot in there, different feet, different seam regulators, all the original not toys, accessories that were in here. Why am I telling you this? Oh, what shelf was it on? Right here. I'm telling you this because if you ever go into a secondhand store, an estate sale, something like that, and you see one, buy them because Singer machine parts are interchangeable no matter, well, I won't say what matter. If it's a low shank machine, and the bobbins to this one in her Athena 2000 actually look like the size of the bobbins for the featherweight, but they're plastic. The featherweight takes metal bobbins. So, speaking of parts to sewing machines, I want to show you Auntie Joanne's featherweight sewing machine because different years there are different things. Mine isn't like that. So for her sewing machine, this obviously is a new foot plate. A new foot plate. Her machine is a 1953 featherweight, but we went to the what 53rd Street Sew and Vac, and I had this one built for her, and it goes fast. Hey, Big Rooster, thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. And it's a speed controller because the speed control, the foot control on her featherweight seemed like it was shocking. And I was sewing one time in a storm, it was lightning and thundering, and it seemed like sparks were coming out. So this is one, but her original foot is still in the case. Speaking of which, I want to tell you, I found this machine for her at a Habitat Restore, ooh, in North Carolina. Big Rooster, do you know what this is? This is the case that the sewing machine was in. It didn't have the real featherweight case. I'm sure Big Rooster will recognize what this is. We keep using it. And Auntie Joanne flew to North Carolina and carried it back. Oh, here's some good heavy black thread. I will be needing that to use. Sissy, I need to borrow your thread. That's the good quilting thread. But you guys, this is a bowling. Yes, GT Junior Girls in Alaska. Exactly. It's for a bowling ball, but it has all the stuff. It has the handle that goes up. So we just keep it. The telescoping handle right here. We just keep it in here, and we use that for a case. Why am I telling you that? Some of you have a sewing machine that will fit in it. Guess what? Get you one of those. Get you one of those. GT Junior says he's driving, but listening. So now for this is kind of a show and tell day. The pièce de résistance. This is Auntie Joanne's featherweight sewing machine. We're going to do an unveiling because so I have to check this plate because this is a special plate, and I will take a picture of it and send it to the featherweight group. Never thought to do that before. And the different plates tell you different things that are special about them. This one was made in 1953, and after this model, they stopped making the decorative scroll plate. What is a scroll plate? A scroll plate is this fancy thing here. I have a couple featherweights, but they're not fancy like that. This one, Auntie Joanne doesn't use it a lot. She just made a beautiful quilt. She said I could show you. And look at it. The motor, everything looks just like new. If you ever oil them and grease them, you put grease in one squirt there. One squirt there. You never, ever, ever, if you have a featherweight, You never, ever, ever put oil in a featherweight back here. But there are places here, here. You open this up. You put some down in there. You put grease in there. There's one there. You open it up inside here and you put it. And one of the places where they gather a lot of lint is in the bobbin case down here. Now, if you ever have a featherweight, this little gizmo, the bobbin case, this is about $300 to get an original one. And the bobbins look like this. And even when you go to the quilt shows, you see the bobbin is taken out because people are known to steal these. Even if you get up to the bathroom, even if you get up to go to the bathroom, you take your bobbin case. This is the bobbin, and this is the case. You take your bobbin case with you, and when you put it in, you have to put it in. I don't know if you heard that little until it clicks. So that's the story of her featherweight. Hers isn't all beat down like mine. Mine, I used to use mine every day, all the time. So this is Auntie Joanne's cute little featherweight. She said I could borrow. Now, what I want to show you, some of you are quilters, the very reason you left it alone from me to oil. There are 21 places in this machine that you oil it. And the old machines, the Singer machines, they tell you how many stitches per inch. You hear me sometimes when I'm on that other Singer, the newer ones, they're made in foreign countries and they're in millimeters. It'll say, or you'll hear Unbiased or some of the others say, I put it on 3.0. She's talking about 3.0 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters. My sister's saying left. Oh, left. So, okay, another little trick I want to tell you about sewing. Those of you who have embroidery machines, you see how this thread, you see how this thread is sticking down? 755, Auntie Joanne, that's a very nice piece. Yes, and she takes good care of it too. Good care of it. I see though, because I'm looking at it, I haven't looked at it closely for a long time, but her belt is like new. There's something there's a new belt called a super belt that you put on, and to put the belt on, you actually there's a screw back here in the motor. You loosen the screw to the motor and you slide it on, and then you put it back. I used to spend so much money. I used to collect vintage sewing machines. Some I got from family members. I bought them. They were donated. Yes, she even has the light bulb that goes in here. You can get a new LED bulb. It keeps your sewing machine cool because those old bulbs used to get really, really hot. So these are some of the things that you can do yourself with your machines if you get these old. With these old black Singer machines, this is all aluminum. Every part in there is aluminum. Like I have a heavy duty Singer machine that I use for every day. Now I bought it just for jeans because I didn't want to tear up the good machine, scratching with zippers, needles, all the other stuff. Auntie Joanne is very particular. She takes good care of her stuff. So she's allowing me to borrow it while I'm here, my little sister. But I want to show you something about thread, you guys. This thread is called Isocord. It's one of the more expensive embroidery threads. I don't buy these anymore, but this is what we use for our art quilts. It's a polyester thread. But what I want to show you is about the spool. That got so hot when you were making that art quilt. Oh, it still got hot? Oh, well, we will change it and change. Yeah, it looks like it's an LED. Nope, sorry, it's an old one. We'll do that. The LEDs are bright. I have one on both of my machines at home, but this machine has been sitting for 10 years, you guys. I got it from Auntie Joanne, and let me see what year. What I do when I buy a sewing machine, it's like when I put a label on a quilt, I make I make a piece of paper, a card, just to tell all about the machine. All about the machine. Where it was purchased, where I got it, how much I paid for it, the name. Oh. Okay, so this is the printout of the 221K. And you can see originally this was the printout for my black featherweight. It says mine is named Bessie, and it has the serial number on it. When I got Carolina, oh, we call her Carol, I guess. Call her Carol. And I put down what came with it because I'm so OCD-ish. I had a rusty feed dog cover for free motion quilting, the serial number, owner Joanne Stevens, this part of Arizona. There's a bobbin inside, plus 3 in the case, 1 on the bobbin winder. The bobbin winder up there. And she has something that I do not have on any of my Singer machines. And this one came with this original Singer buttonhole attachment. So it's in the original box with the original paper. It doesn't look like it's ever been taken out. So this one is Auntie Joanne's. Okay, so those are the things you look for when you... Oh, I don't know why this says this. Sissy, did you rename her Shirley? Or I don't know who Shirley is. I see a serial number on it. I used to have a file with the serial numbers of all of my machines. I'm being nosy now, you guys. It's funny. It's fun being in somebody else's office, going through their stuff, ransacking it. Oh, so what does she have in here? Oh, she has one darning foot. We'll be using that. An embroidery foot and another darning foot. Okay, I'm putting them back in there, Sissy, because I won't be using those. Oh, I thought I gave you some of these heavy-duty zippers. Look, Sissy, they're in here. I'm going to take them out because you can use these. These are expensive. You can put these in when you make the jackets, the quilted jackets, or you can put them in the bags that you make. These are hard to find. These are heavy duty. I bought a bunch of those wholesale one time for cleaners that was going out of business. And you see, here's the original foot for antique purposes or selling it that came with the machine before I got her the high-speed one. Still being nosy in here. Still being nosy. Oh, Sissy, you've got 3 or 4 bobbins in there. You've got other threads, 6-inch rulers. 6-inch rulers. I don't know what this is. Sounds like... I don't know what's in here. Oh, that's what you were telling me about? Oh. So, here's another belt. It's a different kind of a belt. But if your belt breaks, you use what you got. Some needles, some sewing machine needles. Okay. So I'm putting all your stuff back in here. But I keep seeing something. I keep seeing something, and I don't know. Oh, maybe the machine's name was Shirley. Maybe I got it from somebody named Shirley. And it's a Singer Featherweight 221, and the serial number received 10/28/2014. So that's what I do. Me, and if it's a tabletop sewing machine, I put a little card in it, an index card with all the information in it for the next owner to find. It's like a piece of history. 1953, you guys, it's 2025. This thing is almost 100 years old. Almost. So I will leave this out because this has all the 21 page places where you oil the machine. I don't know if you can see this. Like here is the grid work. When you open it and go into the bottom, it says occasionally put a drop of oil at the hook at blaring B to reach parts underneath. Take off the cover plate, blah, blah, blah. Apply oil at the holes at the bearings in figure 20. Occasionally put a small quantity of Singer motor lubricant to the gears. Replace the bed, cover plate, washer, and thumb nut, being careful not to fasten the latter too tightly. So, sewing responsibly, especially with these antique machines, it takes a bit of work. I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to take care of her. Take care of her. So that's kind of interesting to know. Sewing machines, quilts are part of history because the serial number the same as Caroline's. Yes. So it just goes to show you that I think her name was Shirley when I got her. And the reason her name was Shirley because that was the lady that was selling it or I bought it from or something. 755 Media said she's still here, but got to go bring stuff in because of storming. Oh, your garden is doing really, really great. I did see all of it. I did see all of it. Thank you. Thank you for the shout out. Love you. So, yes, all these have the same information as the back of here because I think I was going to keep her for myself, but I couldn't. I had all those machines and I wanted my little sister to have one. The serial number is the same as Carolyn's. Oh, let me check while I got them both in one hand. Okay. Shirley, it says Shirley, yes. AF941825. And you can go on the Singer website, you guys, and you can find out. It says that it was something in Great Britain. So a lot of these were made in Great Britain. This is when repairing needles, oils, parts, or sewing machine, look for the red S. There are Singers in every city. So that's the history of Auntie Joanne's baby over here. So I'm going to leave the manual out so that I can clean her and oil her. Put her birth certificate in. Oh, you guys. When I come to your house, this desk was clean when I came in here. My brother came yesterday when Auntie Joanne and I went shopping, and he was here with Uncle Roscoe. So when I came in, he said, "You wrecked your house. This table's a mess because of you." I had seeds all over the big table in the kitchen that we eat at every day because I was sorting them because a guerrilla gardener, they have as an anniversary gift, they have 12 grow bags coming, and I'm going to put them on the side of the house where it won't be in direct hot sun in the afternoon, and it's shaded, and it's kind of shaded by the orange tree and the Meyer lemon tree. I saw a couple of old lemons and old orange still in there. I'm putting them down, putting them in the bottom of the grow bag as part of the hugel culture, so that anything that's organic is going in there. So see, I'm leaving these nice heavyweight zippers out. Okay, now what I want to show you guys about this thread, we were talking about the isocord thread. Going back to that, some of the thread you buy, and you when you have an embroidery machine, this is not an embroidery machine, but we're using this for different things. Hello, sis, Miss Shirley OG. She says hello, sis, in chat. So you have lots of different colors. This thread feels really good. Like Auntie Joanne had this out because it's kind of a purple that she was using for an art quilt. I'm getting ready to show you the quilt that she made. And it's a one-of-a-kind art quilt with all African original fabrics. So I want you to see when this comes down, this part of the spool, look, wait a minute. Okay, so these fancy spools, I think these spools were like $6 a piece when I got my first embroidery machine. And my mother went with me to the sewing machine shop. And I bought the machine, but I didn't have any thread yet. And so my mother said, "Oh, give her one of each one." I said, "Mom, there are over 200 different colors. I can't accept that. And this isocord thread is the most expensive. I buy them from other vendors now, like Filtech or some of the others. I buy brand X. But this you put down and you pull the bottom. I don't know if you heard it. You see the bottom, that little ridge around the bottom? Well, you run your thread around here a couple of times, and then it doesn't ravel. I'm raveling it, I'm wrapping it around, and then you close it. And your thread doesn't hang down. At least it's not supposed to. You're out with your granddaughter shopping, you're in the car listening. Oh, okay. Okay, so I think the garage door is going open. I think that's my sister coming home. That or the wind. The dogs will be barking if it's her. They'll be screaming. I'll have to put you on silence for a minute. So I did bring some work to do. I brought a couple of neck bone pillows in my suitcase because I found out even with an upgrade, I didn't think I would need a pillow up there in the first class, but my neck got tired. So I will make one, and this is kind of a satiny fabric. So I was going to make that. But then last night when I was stressed out and I couldn't find my driver's license, I came in here and started sneaking, looking through my sister's fabrics. And she has a roll. I'll show you those in a minute. But she had a couple of projects. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do a giveaway because I have 2205 family members now. And I was going to do an art project with different fabrics. This is something I used to do a long time ago. And it was so long ago, my second husband's last name was Bolden. And you see where it says, my sister said I always put my name on everything. This one says Ellen Pankey Bolden. This had to be 50 years ago, a long time ago, 40 something years ago. So what I'm going to do is make a fancy block in here and then fasten it, and you frame it, and it's a piece of artwork like an art quilt. And I was looking in my sister's fabrics, and I know Miss Shirley loves looking at fabrics. And she sews too. She can do that. So look at this, you guys. This is a stunning piece of fabric. Can you see where it's like a coppery look in there? So just before she left today, I asked her where she got it. I'm like, oh, this is nice. She said she got it from me. I don't remember. So I asked her if I could fussy cut a couple of these ladies out and then make like a crazy quilt block and make a couple of these hoop art. So while I was in her stuff, maybe I'll put it down on my thick little lap. Hold on, you guys. So you can't see my face right now, but that's okay. You like that, Auntie? These are Auntie Joanne's. So this is some of the fabric she has, and they're cut like bricks. I remember that. But one of the quilts we saw at the airport had oblong rectangular blocks that were cut on the diagonal. I think this will be perfect to make a quilt like that. So I'm going to leave those out in case she wants to do a little project. I try to do something new every year. Every year. That must be them coming in. The dogs are barking. Mr. Hershey's down there in the den. These are just animal print. This is some original Ankara wax print. But isn't this a stunning piece of blue batik fabric? Miss Shirley said she got invited to an African wedding anniversary this weekend. You would have loved that material for a dress. I have, Miss Shirley, this is bad. I have purchased a couple of dresses that I paid good money for. And you have the top, the skirt, and the gale that you wrap around your head. That's usually at least 2 yards of fabric. I have cut up my headpieces. I'm like, well, the headpiece doesn't have to match exactly, right? So I can show you a couple of things because I know which dresses they came out of. And speaking of buying fabric for dresses, they usually come in like 6 yard pieces. And this I found in Joanne's fabric. I don't know if you can see this. It says 100% cotton. And the cottons from the continent of Africa are much heavier than the cottons anywhere in the world. The ones in Indonesia are in that section of the world, those are pretty thick. No, this is not Amazon. This is, I promise you, this is name. I don't buy African fabrics from oh, my sister said that's not her. The dogs are barking. Amazon must be making another delivery. Busted my chops. They are supposed to be delivering a couple of things today. Hold on, you guys. Let me just mute this. Well, he's barking. He's being a guard dog. Okay. So this was a 6 yard piece, Miss Shirley. And but this can be taken off. This fabric can still be used. There's a way to remove this from African fabrics. You soak it and do stuff. Hunty, I would still be using this little piece of fabric. But my sister said I could have a little piece of her fabric over there. Hold on, Miss Shirley, you all, because I took a couple pieces of her other fabric out. These are small pieces, not enough for a whole quilt or a whole dress or anything. This, I don't know what the dogs are upset about. This is a stunning piece of batik. And it was next to this piece. How about that? I love looking at fabric. And it has the label on it. Oh, you used this one in your quote, Sissy? Oh, is that the doorbell? she used this one in her piece. And I see it now. This was a nice piece of fabric. Okay, so she had these next to there. I'm going to neatly put it back. And I'm going to sit back because I'm going to show you her quilt. And she has some very nice pieces. I just took a few out because I just love touching fabrics. Okay, so this is African fabric, and it's a fabric called basil. It's 100% cotton, but if you look very closely, you can see like a little weave, a little pattern in it. And these were pre-cut. I cut them for something for a project, but I didn't know she would want to use them between the blocks. But you see this? You can see that even though it's just a plain fabric, it's woven. That's what makes it so special and so expensive. So these are ironed. I'm putting them right back in the little thing she had them in. Sister, your office is sort of not looking like it did when you, your studio, it's kind of not looking like it did before I arrived at your home or in here today. So here's a really beautiful piece of fabric. And I know where this came from. This came from this fabric place in New York. The guy was from either India or Pakistan, something like that. And he had a shop in New York. And the lady that told me about this shop, she told me not to. We were in different quilt groups where we used to compete in quilt shows. She told me not to tell anybody where I got my fabrics. They're not there anymore because during COVID, he had to shut down and take all his fabrics to New Jersey and put them in a warehouse there because nobody could come to New York and it was crazy expensive. Uh-oh. Hold on. I've got some thread unraveling over here that I didn't put back properly. Okay. Hey, Donzel, how are you doing? Oh, Sissy said she was. Yeah, thank you for coming, Donzel. This is not late. You're just here right on time. And she said she was auditioning fabric for her art quilt. So, okay, so this is one of the fabrics. Again, a beautiful piece of batik. And you see all those patterns in it where it was hand dyed. Each piece is different. Each 6-yard piece is different when they dye it. And we went there. That I think we got this at the 59th Street Sewing Back also because we were waiting for that lady to make that pedal for your sewing machine. Donzel said he's doing really good. I'm glad to hear that. Did you get your mail yet, Donzel? It was mailed, your package. I don't know if you got it yet. You might have emailed me. I've got my nights and days mixed up. I'm a mess around here. And then here's a beautiful piece of fabric that was in there. Okay, I can see this one. Auntie Joanne put this one, and it says imagine. Imagine. I guess it's backwards. Oh no, there it is. Imagine. See it? Oh, up there. Okay, imagine. And all of her fabric is neatly folded back. Why? Because you do not want to keep re-ironing them. And this fabric is a bit pricey. This she must have had a lot of because her whole back of the quilt I'm about to show you is made of this. Here is another piece. Very nice. Mary Jo family. Thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, Mary Jo is in Kenya and they are 6 hours ahead of us in time. And she lives out in the village It's very difficult. They don't have Wi-Fi like we do in the States. She goes through a special effort to come and visit Auntie Ellen. Mary Jo and family, hello. Tell the girls I said hello. I'm doing really well, Mary Jo. I'm at my sister's house, my sister Joanne's house, and I'm going through some of her African fabrics. I we love African fabrics, and it's so hard to get, even little pieces, even little pieces. And these are authentic. These came from Nigeria. I know because I had them directly imported. Now, this is purple, and I think this looks like a 6.5 inch square, but it's a different purple than the purple that was in this one with the mask. This one that with the mask. Then there's this one. I remember when I found this, I didn't really like it, but I was buying a batch of fabrics and I had to take it all. It's like take all or nothing. So here's another piece that I guess my sister was interviewing for her quilt. Oh my gosh. My sister has all this purple. She's been hiding from me. She knows I love purple. She knows that's my favorite color. Her quilt is purple. She's just doing it to taunt me. She's just doing it, Daddy. I'm going to tell Daddy. They're just picking on me, Dad. She knows that's my color. And she went and got all this beautiful purple fabric. I'm crying. I'm whining. Mary Jo, I'm so happy to see you. I see you planting all your stuff too. Hope your corn does well. And here's another beautiful piece of purple batik. Batik. Okay. Here's a piece of hand-dyed African fabric. You see the label is on it. And the serial number. That's how you can tell when you're getting real authentic fabric. So you don't get a lot of it, but you save your money up and buy it. She said she's not hiding it. I know you don't, Sissy. She's just sitting right out here. But I don't bother her fabrics. I have my own. I have my own. These are hers. So these, I think I started showing them because those are cut like bricks. And I think you should make a triangle quilt with them. Oh my gosh. So here's another piece with of guaranteed fabric. And the label's not off of. We have several friends from different parts of Africa, Senegal in particular. We'll have to soak this one to get it off of. And it says veritable real wax elegant. Elegant. You're doing well. You appreciate it. I love watching your channel. You're so sweet, so humble, so kind. And you just tell it the way that it is. I was telling my sister, and I was saying, Sissy, I wish I could do this and that. And I asked my sister, I said, well, Sissy, what would you like for your special gift for your birthday? And you know what she said, my little sister? She said, I just want you. I just want us to be together. I just want you to be here. And I'm here. Even though I did spend all my money on my plane fare, but it was a comfy ride. And animal prints. We both love animal prints. This one is, and these are not from, the big box stores either. You guys, these are authentic African fabrics. This one is Sir John, and they're just small pieces. None of these are a yard. None of these. None of these. And I do have, or I can post a link for Quilt Africa Fabrics, where she sells it directly. I buy it lately, some from her. Over the years, I've bought them from different places. And this is one more kind of a burgundy color. Okay, so now, without further ado, I will get my sister's quilt. And this is a one-of-a-kind art quilt. Oh, let me see if I can bring this whole thing over here. Oh, Sissy, I'm making a mess. I'm always dropping things. I didn't expect it to be this heavy. So this is her quilt. And this is a design wall that she made 755. Look at this. This is a big, I might take this fabric off of here and go painting on it. This is a big frame for painting. You see, it's like a 1/2-inch frame. She's put several pieces of batting around it. And then look at you guys. Look at this. These are quilted pieces, original blocks. I think she was going to put it on the backing of the quilt on my lap. And I'm like, no, Sissy, that's a whole separate quilt. So let me lean this forward to show it to you guys. All of these are original blocks with a 1/4-inch piece in there. You have to sew really straight to do that. And you see, this is a block. All these are separate, hand sewn, whether when I say hand, on the sewing machine. A bow tree. Look at this. All these blocks are original, differently cut blocks. You see the ones that look like an arrow going downward? This is a lot of work, you guys. A lot of work. And my sister, this is her first quilt. This is her first quilt, which I'm going to show you. Uh-oh. It accidentally fell on the floor. Barb Brownlee says, hello, Auntie Ellen and everyone in the chat. So, my sister's gorgeous, gorgeous quilt. I will show you the back of it first. Look at this, you guys. This quilt is exquisite. So it has a pieced backing, and she put corners on it because what you do is you put a stick or something, I guess I'll let her explain it, in here to hang it, a rod, and you hang it. And this is the fabric with the purple mask. And then she has all these pieces, another corner. But what's unique, what she did was, this is her label. You know how most of us sew a label to the back? She has a hand beaded piece that she made, and a little pocket. Let me pull it out. This is my first time seeing it. And the name of this piece is called Imagine More, Afro-Modern Art Quilt. Artist Joanne Stevens. The size is 22.5 inches long by 25.5 inches wide. Arizona, USA. She made it in May 25th. So I will find the pocket. Oh, here's the little pocket. This little pocket is too cute. I bought some dollar store glasses yesterday when we were shopping. I need to make a little case for it. So now let's look at the front of this stunning, stunning quilt. And dun, 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 without further ado, this is Imagine. All of these little pieces are hand pieced. This is not one piece of fabric. All these are separately sewn blocks and pieces of fabric. Remember the little piece with the mask in it? You see it going there? That piece I had that I said was a corner. I could take the adhesive off the back. You can see the word Imagine. And look at this amazing stitching in her quilting. These are a 1/4 inch apart. I would not have done all. And then she put these going sideways. All this is done in the quilting. She did it herself, and you could see it through all three pieces of the fabric. You can see this. This is amazing work. And this is her first quilt, you guys. Why am I saying that? Because everybody turn it the other way, Sissy. This way. This way? No, this way. Ugh. Everybody's saying, this is just amazing. I'm so proud of you, Sissy. I am so proud of you. So I want her to put this in some shows. It's being entered in an international show out of Nigeria, but I want her to. And she doesn't. When you make a quilt, an art quilt, something small, whatever, you don't have to put it in one show. You don't have to put it in one show. You can put it in as many as you want. When I went to the Phoenix airport and I took pictures of, you love the creative art of your sister, it is not easy. No, it is not. It is very, very beautiful. But you know what? What I like are the Kawandi quilts. Those are big stitches too. And they're crude stitches. You know, those people are stitching with not light. They don't have electricity in a lot of the huts over there. They have pieces of fabric, sometimes pieces of like tobacco twine or cotton twine that they are sewing together, and they put the big stitches over there. You don't have to put batting in it. It's very warm, but you can put more than one piece of fabric together. Okay. And there are different styles of quilting. You can make one quilt detailed and fancy like this one. You can make another one with hand stitching that's really big and thick and half-inch stitches. It all matters. It's all art and it's all beautiful. You know, do whatever you think that it makes you happy. Okay, so now let's do a little something something. Let's do a little giveaway. I don't even have it ready yet. Okay, so at let me okay, for a giveaway for the 2000 the 2205 family members that I have. I started this crochet dishcloth. I didn't finish it. You're welcome, Sissy. I started this dishcloth. I was too busy being nosy at the airport. I didn't have a chance to finish it. I just have one more row after this one. It's a handmade dishcloth. I can gift this to thank you for being members of our tribe out here. And it's 100% cotton. Or I can make a fabric postcard. My sister has a bunch of African scraps that she had left over from her piece. She said I could use some of them. I could make I already know what you guys are going to say. Would you rather have a fabric postcard made out of these scraps of, oh, look at this. This piece is like already quilted, quilted, quilted. See, those are the things that you can already add to something. And I can make a fabric postcard. Like, see, this would make a nice little hut on a card. Put a little a hat. Put a little thatch roof on top of it. And away we go. Oh, this is a piece of African schwarschwar. I know what Mary Jo knows what that is. That's not her country. But when the Dutch ruled Africa, only they could print fabric. You see, it has the serial, the stamp of the government on there. One of my friends who was from South Africa actually worked with my daughter, found out that I was a quilter, invited us over. He was also an international chef, and he gifted me some of these little pieces of fabric. Not this little, this is some I cut down. But okay, so And then sometimes I like to even put, oh, look at this baobab tree on this one. I like to put even the edges on it to show that it's authentic fabric. Okay, so should I do a giveaway of, like, where's that little square I just had? I just had a little square. And if I put this across the top, it will be like a little wonky hut. A little wonky hut. Or I could find another one. I don't want to wrinkle up all her fabrics. So I'm going to put them down here. And you guys tell me what you would like me to make for a giveaway. Today is Thursday. And I will show it on Saturday before I mail it out. Now, tomorrow's my sister's birthday. Saturday's her birthday. I'll do a short live on Saturday. Then we're going out to a really good Mexican restaurant, authentic restaurant, and have some dinner. So, would you rather have a hand crocheted dishcloth for the giveaway or a fabric postcard? Put a 1 for the dishcloth, put a 2 for the postcard if you would like it. Now, if you win something, I'm going to write a number down and you won't know what it's going to be. Donzel Cooper is saying, happy early birthday, Joanne. And I can only mail in the continental United States. It would probably cost me $40 to mail something this big to somewhere else, but I can always do a Cash App for like $10. So if somebody out of the country wins the giveaway, we can do a little cash giveaway. Is that okay? Marie Graham's number 1. So Mike's category. So I'll tell you what. Whoever wins the number can tell me what they want, and I will custom make them either a fabric postcard or a handmade dishcloth. Don't you already have one, Michael? Michael. Okay. So, okay. So I put a number down. And can the moderators put start in the chat? And the numbers will be between 25 and 100. Start. Somebody please put start in the chat. And because if there's any numbers before then, it won't count. So put start, or if I find my phone under all this fabric and all this mess I just made, I don't know who's done them barking their heads off. Okay. Oh, there's my phone. Okay, Mike has start in there. And everybody's saying thank you. Oh, maybe Mike's saying, Mike, we know all this purple. We know who's going to get it. I think your wife likes purple too. Okay, so I'm going to open the chat up. Okay, I see start. So go, you guys. And I'm pulling up the chat. Okay. Garden Quilting Art Show. Oh my goodness. Stop. We have a winner, but I'm going to give her something. LGGG Love, thank you for coming. Welcome. Okay, so you guys, this is what the number was. Stop. So this is the number. The number was 75. So my sister, I can make something anyway. So push stop, S-T-O-P, stop. Okay, and we're going to do another giveaway. Sissy, okay, Joanne Stevens, you tell me, do you want a dishcloth or a fabric postcard? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, Joanne Stevens. Joanne Stevens. She said, I don't have to put anything there. I'll put your behind out. Ha ha. Stephen's. Okay. So, Sissy, what do you want? Do you want a dishcloth or a fabric postcard? I will make it for you and show it on Saturday. All right, so let's pick another number. Mike says, "Congratulations, Joanne." But that one doesn't really count because she's my sister, and I can make her one. That'll be just a house gift. Okay, so all right. So pick a number now, a new number. Push start. Push start. Mary Jo is saying, "Congratulations, Joanne Stevens won that one." She won that one. She didn't tell me what she wants, but she can tell me. And she can show it to you guys and make sure her sister paid her. Oh, Joanne said I can gift it to someone else. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Sissy. So what will I be gifting? A dishcloth or a fabric postcard? Tell me. So Joanne Stevens won the gift, and she's gifting it to someone else. So Mike said start, but wait a minute. Joanne Stevens, I need you to tell me what I'm going to give them. So push start and pick another number between 50 and 125. Between 50 and 125. Pick a new number. And Joanne Stevens is giving you her gift, but we don't know what her gift is. Either a dishcloth or a fabric postcard in authentic African fabrics. This is 100% cotton fabric as well. Hold on a minute, you guys. I have to yell at some people. They're down there screaming their head off. Stop it, Hershey! Knock it off! Okay, I'm back yelling at these bad kids. Okay, so the numbers are between 50 and 125. Mary Jo said, "Congratulations, Joanne. Keep going." I had to look here. The numbers jumping. Maybe I should look on my phone. And Joanne Stevens is going to have to say what you're getting. Keep going. Keep going. Don't forget to give the thumbs up, you guys. Every little bit helps. And you know what? I hadn't given myself a thumbs up. I got some type of thing on Facebook when they said they're going to show my posts to more people because I've been more consistent in my posting. I'll go jump in a lake. Go jump in a king size lake. So I don't know if you can hear them down there barking, but they're misbehaving and being dogs. Keep going, you guys. The numbers are between 50 and 125. Let me get into the chat so I can make sure I didn't miss them. Okay, let me go back and start at the top again. Keep going, you guys. Nobody won yet. Between 50, Nancy, our treasured home. Hello to those of you coming in on the replay. Appreciate your business. You can't hear them barking? Okay, good. Keep going, you guys. So I'm cooking dinner tonight. I'm cooking pinto beans with the spices, pepper, onions, garlic. There will have okra in it. I'm making rice, a big pot of rice, because I'm going to do a stir fry. Fried rice later on this week. For dinner tomorrow, I'm cooking dinner at home. We want to be together, and maybe my brother will come out. And after you get a certain age, you don't drive in the dark. And we're having surf and turf, steak and shrimp, a loaded stuffed potato, and cabbage. I've already made the cornbread from scratch for tonight to go with the pinto beans and rice. Oh, and I'm going to make a gooey chocolate chip skillet cookie for tonight's dinner. Okay, keep going, you guys. Can't believe you didn't get this number. Let me go back to the top. 50 to 125. Come on, you guys. I want to give it to you. Oh, a couple of you are really, really close. Really, really close. Really, really close. I like your number, sift in some soil. But that's not it. Oh, LGG Triple Love says, sounds delish. This is how we roll. Keep going, you guys. One day I'm going to learn how to do a spinner wheel. I'll let the wheel do it. Okay, the numbers are between 50 and 125. Sissy, Joanne Stevens, what are they getting? A fabric postcard or a handmade dishcloth? Or maybe I'll let them decide. She's busy. She's at an appointment this afternoon, so maybe she's not able to put it in. Between 50 and 125. And then we will be finished this evening. Nope, nobody has it. Nobody has it. Nobody has it. And I don't want to put her on the spot and ask her to pick somebody. Keep going, you guys. Can't believe it. It's 50 and 125. That's 50 numbers. But you guys have been going all around it. All around it. So close. Okay, stop. Put stop in the chat. We have a winner. We have a winner, and the winner is, and we will confirm it, Our Treasured Home. The number is 93. 93, Nancy. Congratulations. 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 Okay, push stop. Stop, stop, stop. And, okay, my sister didn't tell me what she wanted. She's giving you her gift. So I will give you an opportunity to pick your own gift, Nancy. Would you like a crochet dishcloth or a fabric postcard? Which one would you like, Nancy? She said, woohoo! I'm sure that sweet granddaughter will love, love, love it. Congratulations. Everyone's saying congratulations. And I will go downstairs and check on the beans after this and get the cookies ready. Auntie Joy got an apron out for me. I didn't want to cook in my good clothes. Although I have to do some gardening. Congratulations. So Nancy, put in the chat what you would like to, the fabric postcard. I see it coming up. Done, done, and done. Okay, you guys, thank you for coming, especially coming all the way across 6 hours away across the sea. I appreciate you, Mary Jo. And please keep posting, you and John. Your daughters are beautiful. Make it for Anastasia, please. Okay, I will. I will make it something that I think she will enjoy. Okay. So now it's time to say goodbye to all our lovely friends. Let me write this down for Anastasia. Fabric postcard. postcard. Okay. Okay. So you will be getting, Anastasia will be getting a fabric postcard. in American Sign Language. You guys will be live Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. And then I'm taking my sister and brother-in-law out to dinner. So this is an I in American Sign Language. This is an, oops, this is an L. This is a U. This is how you say I love you in American Sign Language. So hold on for the outro, you guys. Thank you.